Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
Well, what makes her look so good? That's a mystery. I know she doesn't take pretty pills. It's natural. Kelly Hart is in the studio to host this segment of the morning called Ocala Magazine Radio, and it looks like we're going to talk about food again. I just have a hunch. I see some familiar faces. Good morning, Kelly. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good to see
Thank you
you.
so much for having us this morning. Yes, we do have a theme going, and it is food again.
Last week was fun, though.
Last week was fun.
And the children were talking about food, too.
The children, pizza, everything pizza with
What
those
was
guys.
funny about that, yeah, that's and you want to know something? I never outgrew that.
Well,
I was with them when you were asking about pizza. Yeah, man.
I know. I mean, kids know. They know what's good. So they think. But that was a cute show. We appreciate the parents coming in and making special arrangements to do that show last week. So this week we have more nominees for our Best of the Best category. By the way, today is the very last day to be able to vote.
Ah, okay.
So go to ocalamagazine.com or go to the Ocala Magazine Facebook page where there's a link, and you're able to vote today for the last time for your favorites in business and professionals in our community. So I want to encourage everybody to do that today, because after today, you will have to wait until our December issue to see our winners.
It's election day today.
Yeah, so don't miss the opportunity. Vote, like it, share it, and let everybody know today is the last day. And so to end our theme of our Best of the Best awards, today's category is Best New Eatery, which means all of these businesses are new to our community. And sometime in the last year, they popped up, and we're certainly glad to have them. And all of them have added something very unique and different to our menu in this community. They're all very diverse, and so I don't know how people are voting and what they're basing it on, but I know it's a tough decision. So I want to first list the nominees for this category, and it is the Getaway Deli, Blue Highway Pizza, Eaton's Beach, True Grits, and the Empanada Factory. Have you been to any of those places?
I've nah.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, put me on the spot for sure. Yeah. Well, you know what they say? They say when you go into a town, don't go to any chains. Go to experience the town at the standalones, right?
Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I hope I didn't put my foot in my mouth. Are there any chains on the list?
No.
No. Okay. Good. Good.
No. Hopefully, maybe one day they'll become big, large chains, and they'll all have started right here in Ocala. But no, we're all about the buy local concept, of course. So I think it's always nice to know that our nominees are people that are, small business people trying to make a living, and they all have a unique knack at what they do and are the best at what they do in their business. So if for nothing else, they're all being recognized. We can only have one winner, unfortunately, but they all deserve it. Maybe it'll be a 5-way tie. I don't know if that has ever happened, but...
Can you imagine? That'd be cool.
No. Yeah, I don't know what we would do, but it'd make for a really nice big picture. Okay, first to my right is Layla Rufino. Did I say that correctly?
That's right.
Okay.
Hello.
And she is with Blue Highway Pizza. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
So Blue Highway has been here for how long so far?
We opened our doors on June 3rd.
Okay. All right. So very good. And tell us a little bit about Blue Highway. I know there's another location in... Micanopy?
We have 3 locations, actually. Our first was in Micanopy.
Okay.
Our second is in Tioga Town Center, just outside of Gainesville. And we are really happy to be here in Ocala. We are all family-owned, independently operated, make everything from scratch.
Yes.
Handcrafted pizzas, pastas, salads, calzones, sandwiches, you name it.
It can be misleading. I know I watched for a long time while the shop was being remodeled and the sign was going up, and I thought, okay, pizza. We all know what pizza is, and so when I went in and saw the menu, it is, it has pizza, but there are so many other things, and everything is so delicious and fresh. And how did you guys come up with what you wanted on your menu?
Well, we, had a passion for pizza.
Yes.
My father was the founder. And something that's really important to us as well is sourcing locally. So we work with a lot of local farms as well.
Okay.
And working with fresh ingredients really gives us inspiration for creativity.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
My favorite thing, I like to keep it simple. So my favorite pizza would be the margarita. It's
That's mine.
Really?
Yes.
I like mine with anchovies too.
We'll split one. Yeah, that's my favorite. No, I love margarita pizza. And how did they come up with the name? I've had a lot of people ask them how they came up with the name. So I have to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was, we named it after inspiration on a book by William Least Heat Moon called Blue Highways Travel Through America.
Okay.
And it was stories about him traveling the old highway maps, the blue highways. And it just, the original location of Micanopy really gave us that feel.
Very good. And the location that you guys have here is really great. And what kind of response have you gotten from
Oh my gosh,
community?
we have been feeling the love.
Good.
Yes, this is our biggest location so far, which is great because we're able to provide a lot more jobs for the community, which feels really good. It's one of the things that makes me feel good about being in this business. And Ocala has just been showing us a lot of love. We're so happy to be here.
And what made you guys decide we need one of these locations in Ocala?
Demand. We have so many people from that come into our Micanopy location saying, please, please come to Ocala. And we finally said, all right, let's do it.
Good. Well, whoever said that, I'm glad because I enjoy it. It's delicious pizza. I've come in there and I seem to always go back to the margarita pizza because it's my favorite, but I should probably try some other.
Try the pasta.
Okay.
And now we're featuring weekly specials as well, where we get a little bit more creative and do some entree specials too.
Very good. All right. Thank you. And so now we're going to move over to True Grits. And with us, I have BJ Jacobs. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell us about True Grits because you guys are new and when you put together the menu, what was the inspiration for the menu?
Well, really, it's just like my favorite Southern foods coming up as a kid, and what stood out to me, and I think everybody else enjoys. Just the staples: fried chicken, meatloaf, stuff that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Something that your mom made, your grandmother made.
Comfort food for sure.
Yeah, and then everything I've done, it's how my mother and grandmother taught me how to make it. And then I've added my French techniques that I picked up through culinary school and working in country clubs and things like that. So it's just elevated Southern food.
And so you guys are breakfast, lunch,
and now we are dinner. Last
now
night
dinner,
was our first night, Thursday nights, where we're doing kids 10 and under eat free.
Okay.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, we're going to be doing what we call supper.
Good. And so
suppers.
there was just the demand. People were asking.
People were asking. Yeah, we actually had people come in for breakfast, and then they would stay and eat lunch, and then they would order to-go food for dinner.
Wow.
After they ate lunch.
They got no life, do they?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, I've never done that, but I mean, good for them. That's great. And so what do you think, based on feedback that you get from your customers, what do you think is one of the favorite menu items?
I have to say the shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Yes, most definitely.
Yes. Well, and people have asked me because the name is True Grits. They're like, so do grits come with everything, or do they serve grits instead of fries? Like they're trying to figure out the concept of the True Grits name.
Grits all day long. You can have them instead of fries with your club sandwich or your burger. Yeah, we got 12 different flavors. I'm constantly working on some new stuff. Yeah, and we're not against. You have a special request. You want, grape jelly and peanut butter in your grits, we'll put it in there for you.
Really?
Not
What's
a
the
big
craziest thing someone's asked for in their grits, other than shrimp?
deal. Right now, everybody's been pretty good.
No crazy stuff?
requests.
Okay,
no.
so everybody go to True Grits today and ask for the most bizarre thing you can think of in your grits and see if he's a man of his word. I'm going to try to think of
So do
something.
you think shrimp is a crazy thing?
Well, I'm allergic.
Oh, it's crazy for you.
So it's crazy for me. It's
Yeah.
crazy dangerous.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. I was reading on Facebook the other night. I forget the topic, but people were talking about some restaurant and the subject of shrimp and grits came up. And they're like, where can we get really good shrimp and grits? So now I'll know. Or I can tell them. I knew you guys had the grits, obviously, but I didn't know that you guys were famous for the shrimp and grits. So that's good to know. And do you guys have lunch specials and things like that?
We normally do our lunch specials, discounts on our normal menu items, or if I get in a new product or one of my food suppliers is, hey, try this out, we do something special.
Very good. And I know that you guys have, the way that you're set up, you've got your main dining room, then you've got an additional dining room
off to the side, which we can actually book for parties or something like that.
I wanted to make sure to mention that. And I don't know if Blue Highway does that as well, if you guys are able to do parties or use your venue for something like that, the way it's set up.
Well, we've been so busy.
I was going to say, how do you...
We do call ahead seatings for larger parties, but
Okay.
we have not gotten to the point where we can rent out our space yet.
Very good. Well, that's a good thing.
I'm not
That's a good thing,
complaining.
Yeah. I know you, True Grits had is it Mother's Day?
We had Mother's Day brunch.
Mother's Day brunch. Yes.
That was
That was
in
really
our early
nice.
stages opening up. We weren't sure how the turnout was going to be,
Yeah.
so we did reservation only.
What
But
do you
that
think's
was-
been the biggest challenge as a new business for you guys?
I would probably have to say our location.
The location?
And then the people's attitude of seeing it being attached to a gas station,
Okay.
the whole truck stop idea, not realizing that it is everything homemade from scratch. We put a whole lot of love into the food, and it's not your average diner food.
Right. And do you think that you will eventually try to find a bigger location or move at some point?
Oh, every day we're trying to go to grow,
Really?
to move to open up more locations.
Great. Good.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to keep us posted so we can break that news for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I don't get a lot of breaking news. So it's always
Yeah.
nice if someone tells me something first. Okay, thank you. And then we're going to move along to Roberto McQuillan. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay, and he is the owner of the Empanada Factory. And the Empanada Factory, it seems like such a funny story because it was almost like an overnight sensation, if you
Yes.
will, because, and we were talking about this in the lobby, but he was inside the hospital, some changes happened, they outsourced some different foods, and he moved to this location right
Correct.
behind or next to
No,
it?
I was working on the same location. Is it that
Okay.
I didn't have the salon open.
Okay.
I just worked from the kitchen and taking all my production to the hospitals.
Right, and then you open the doors to the public.
One day I decided to open without any promotion, no ads, no nothing. Let's see what's going to happen. And all of a sudden, as I was telling you this morning, Ocala word of mouth was the hit. I mean, all of a sudden from 10, 20, 100 people in a week, it was like a big demand. It was crazy.
Yeah, he said something
Wow.
like 300, 400, 700
Wow.
empanadas all of a sudden. Like he couldn't
Wow.
even keep up with the traffic. So that's amazing.
Just
Yeah,
word of
some-
mouth. That's amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
See,
sometimes
word
I had
of
to close-
mouth is so important.
Sometimes, some days I had to close early and give coupons to the people that got there before I closed, telling them, I'm sorry, I'm sold out, and here's a coupon, come next morning, I'll give you for free. I mean, it was just,
Oh, wow.
That is
It's
a
crazy.
bittersweet
Got
thing to
crazy.
have to do, though. I mean, if
That
you
is,
think
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who hasn't tried it or doesn't know, what exactly is an empanada?
empanada, it's, for people to recognize it, it's like a calzone, okay? It's a little dough, I mean, filled with different kinds. I mean, I got the chicken, the beef, the ropa vieja, I got the Italian, I have the buffalo chicken, pulled pork, the Hawaiian, spinach and artichoke, mozzarella.
That's my favorite.
So that's then I have the fruit ones filled with blueberries, with a cherry, apple, peach, and it's basically a snack. I mean, and it's the only thing I have on my place. I only sell empanadas. I mean, people were telling me, "You're crazy. How you open a place with just empanadas?" I said, "Let's see what happens." I mean, nobody has it, so probably I'm going to be the first one. And there it is.
and voila,
So, Kelly, how do you say it? Empanada?
empanada.
And how do you say it?
Empanada.
Empanada.
It's a little different. The
Do
way
I
he
say it
says
Southern?
I don't know.
Well-
Just different. Empanada.
I'm Hispanic.
Right.
Empanada. I'm probably doing it even.
I think that was
I'm doing-
Italian. The Italian version. Empanada. Empanada.
I don't know.
I'll work on it.
It's just one of those things. I noticed a little difference in the way it was said.
And how'd you come up with the name? Just because it's
It-
funny because it sounds like it has become a factory, almost literally like an assembly line of getting
Yeah.
these people in and out. It's so busy.
It just came out one day. I was at home and let's do Empanada Factory. And I know there's another place in California, a big place in California, named as well as Empanada Factory. And that's the first thing came out to my mind. And no, it was my son. My youngest son, told me, call it Empanada Factory. And I said, okay.
Okay.
Empanada Factory, here it goes.
That was easy.
Yeah. It
Open
was-
your doors. You did it. Here's your name. You did it.
Yeah.
Easy.
It was something like that. It was basically like that. I opened the door one day and there it is.
And what are your hopes for your business?
I'm going for a second location.
Okay.
Here in Ocala. People are asking me because they're tired from driving like from Summerfield and from the other side. They, why don't you open over there and somewhere here, somewhere there? But I'm just gonna take it easy and see how things go. And I'm going to be open a second one soon.
Good. And do you think that's your biggest challenge, is your location or the demand?
It's the location. It has to do, I mean, for restaurants, the location has to be the location. But my location is not on a place that everybody can see it.
Right.
So it worked for me. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to happen the second time. So we have to be careful what location and who was there before us. So see that kind of things.
Gotcha. Very good. Yeah. Well, it's gotten really good feedback. So people are finding it, even if it's not visible initially. They are certainly hunting you down and finding it.
And I got a free marketing director here. Ocala, word of mouth did it. I mean,
Yeah, right.
I know, and I pay for my empanada, so it's not like I'm getting, we're not doing any trading out or anything. People ask, they're like, so do you trade out for things on word of
No.
mouth? I'm like, no, although that's a great idea. So, but no, I absolutely don't. It just works out that way. So, let's go back to Blue Highway. I wanted to talk to you because the holidays are coming up, and I want to give each of you an opportunity to tell the people listening if there's any kind of holiday events or specials or anything you guys have coming up. I know for you guys with your location, you're right where the parade.
Yeah,
So what in the world are you
excited
gonna
about
do?
that? Well, we are talking about that now. There is discussion of maybe renting tables on our patio. We're the only, we're the only restaurant with a patio section
Yes.
outside. So
I would rent that. I would rent the parking spaces. I'd make a fortune.
Everybody should be. I always wonder why everybody doesn't do that on the
I
boulevard.
know.
Yeah.
well,
I
we'll
would.
see. But the other thing that is really important to us, we do a lot of things, fundraisers and community involvement. So I'm working right now on planning a big fundraiser. We just did a really successful one benefiting hungry children in the community last
very
month.
good.
So look forward to doing something like that.
Very good. Now, do you guys have a website people can visit if they want more information about
Oh,
your
yeah.
location? Okay.
BlueHighwayPizza.com or Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram.
Oh, you guys are
name
all
it.
over it.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. And what about True Grits? I know you guys will probably be booking your space for holiday parties and things. How can people get in touch with you guys or get more information about your location?
From our website at true-grits.com,
Okay.
or give us a call at 867-7772.
Okay, I believe you.
Spotty.
And I mean, it's a great venue. I've been in there, and so I was there when they did the Mother's Day brunch. So it's nice if you're having like a corporate party or some kind of holiday party, and you want to get together, and you don't want to have all the fuss at your home. That's an absolute
We're actually
great
going to also start
venue.
taking orders for like pies for the holidays. If you want to order some fruit pies or pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, whatever,
Maybe a grit pie. Why not?
can make it happen.
I'm going to come in and ask for something absurd
pie.
in my grits. Watch. I'm going to do it. Okay, and what about the empanada factory? Are you guys going to have some kind of special
It's-
holiday empanada?
It's going to be my first holidays around the area. I mean, I've never been in either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm going to work on something right
Yeah.
now. I don't have that on mind. I mean, but we're going to come up with some ideas, some promotions, probably take it for your holidays, take it home in advance.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing structured right now.
You could
for the-
dye your dough red and green. Could you do that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can do it. I've been
How big is
trying
an
it.
empanada?
It's pretty.
It's
So you can put a bunch of them in a pinata. You could have an empanada pinata.
I
You
was
could fill a stocking with them.
I was trying. A week ago. I was trying a black empanada for Halloween,
Yeah?
but it's. I need to change. I mean, it's a process of changing because adding stuff it takes so much time to get to
Yes.
the right color. But I was planning on doing that, so I don't have an idea. I'm working on it. I'm working
People
on it.
like
You will see it on
the
Facebook.
novelty of that kind
Yes.
of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it
yeah.
can taste exactly the same, but just be some kind of novelty design, and people go for it. So, before we go, I want to talk a little bit about the Getaway Deli in Eaton's Beach, just because they couldn't be here. Eaton's Beach is having it's out on Lake Weir. I had an opportunity this week to go and sample some things off the menu. It's absolutely fantastic. Chef Dave Del Rio is their chef out there, and he is phenomenal. The entire menu is his creations. The ingredients and the taste is very unique. It's delicious. It's fresh. I can't say enough about the venue itself and the scenery. So much thought was put into it. Everything was done with a purpose, and I think as soon as they finally get open to the public right now. They're doing some private events and I know this Sunday they have something going on there, Party with a Purpose for the centers. That will be very nice, but it's going to be one of those destination type places where you want to go out, maybe have lunch, watch a game, spend the day, pull your boat up, bring your whole family. That's going to be phenomenal. You guys can go find their Facebook page. It's just type in Eaton's Beach and you'll see all of the progress of what's going on there and more information about their grand opening as well. And then the Getaway Deli is located off of Silver Springs Boulevard where the Big Lots Plaza is. Used to be the Albertsons Plaza.
Right,
We're going to call it the Getaway Deli Plaza.
Yeah, right,
How about that?
Right.
You know? Why are we calling
Make
it
them
Big
an
Lots?
anchor.
Yeah, it's the Getaway Deli Plaza off of Silver Springs Boulevard. And one of the things that I really love about the Getaway Deli, in addition to their food just being wonderful, is they deliver, which a lot of places don't. A lot of little mom and pops don't deliver. And when I say they deliver, it's not just, in their vicinity. I mean, they will go all over. I've been at home and not had a chance to cook and been hungry, and I'll call them and they'll deliver right to your home. So that's very nice. They have club sandwiches. I'm sure that all of their menu is also on their website as well. So I'm sorry they couldn't be here today, but I certainly wanted to give everybody a fair shot. And I want to encourage everybody to get online, please. It's the last day of voting. We're excited to find out the results. Like I said once before, the way this works is we put everything online. There's a company that does it for us. They keep track of every vote. And then sometime probably next week after everything is computed and tallied up, they'll send it back to us. It'll be a surprise for us as well. And then the December issue, of course, will be the big reveal with all of our winners and pictures. And it's always a really fun issue for everybody. It kind of ends the year and reflects back on all the things that have happened this year, but it also recognizes all of those business owners and professionals that have, won the best of the best. So they get to carry that title for a whole nother year. So we're excited to see.
That's right.
And I know, Larry, you're on that list too.
Yes.
You are.
A little embarrassing.
Don't be modest. Don't be modest. Larry is nominated.
I know somebody.
Yeah. Larry and Robin are on the list for best radio show personality. So.
Well, I appreciate that. We do appreciate it. It's embarrassing, but we appreciate it.
Hey, you guys deserve to be on the list, so I guess we'll find out how that goes. But I want to thank you guys for being here this morning, and thank you for bringing new business to our community. It's not the easiest time right now to own a business or expand your business or run a business, but it certainly is providing opportunities for our community and employees. And with expansion and things, of course, it's always nice to see new faces and new restaurants and to give us more options of where we can go when we want to go out with our friends and family. So I want to thank you guys all for being in business here, and thank you for being here this morning. And make sure, of course, when you go back that you encourage throughout the day everybody to take this last opportunity to vote for you for best of the best. Thanks so much. Thank you, Larry, for having us this morning.
Thank you. As always, fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
You love me like I know you could. Everybody tells me how the rock and roll is gonna suit my soul. I don't care about no rock and jive. Just wanna be your man tonight. Ocala, baby.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
ABC News Now. I'm Karen Chase. With heavy hearts and under heightened security, students returned to Danvers High School in Massachusetts for the first time since a favorite teacher was murdered. Classmates say the teacher had asked the student suspect